All right, folks, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what time it is. It's the late night on campus. I'll be your host tonight, Donnie Wrightside, along with my partner in crime, Jeff Nadu, otherwise known as the big man on campus. Nice card to go over today for us, Jeff. Baseball in full swing, an absolute beatdown going on in the NBA. Some hockey action as well. Bring you right in here, big man. What's going on, brother?
Doing good yourself?
Hey, man, no complaints, just hanging in there.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Long night of baseball, NBA draft lottery, a lot going on.
No, we are actually just finished up on one of my plays there. Caught a little bit of a bad break there. Had the over in the first five with the Yankees and Royals. Of course, it ended 5-0 there. Had a couple chances to push that one over, but didn't work out. We were in the game the whole time. That's all you can ask for sometimes. So we'll keep it rolling along. How's your games going along there, big man, tonight?
Doing pretty good so far. I got Houston there looking like they're going to get the job done. I parlayed that with Texas. Hopefully, Yu Darvish can continue to pitch well. I do have the Arizona Diamondbacks, which, Zach Greinke. I was telling you before the show, seems like every time I back Zach Greinke, he pitches like shit,
You want to get that good start out of the ace. Come on, buddy.
Yeah,
you know
I can't get that no-hitter he almost threw last week. But we'll see. Very early. Hopefully, I've done pretty well lately. I've had a good couple of days here kind of bouncing back. So hopefully, knock on wood here, that continues.
Yeah, some interesting baseball scores to go over. Earlier finished up there, Tampa Bay as a road dog. Nice road dog, closing about +1. Looks like right around +145 in that area. Odorizzi beat Salazar. Looks like a couple solo blasts early from Tampa Bay in that game. They pulverize Cleveland. Get 6-4 there, 10 runs. Over under in that one. Opened up at 8, got pushed to 9, finished at 10. So an over hit there very easily on that one. Second game up that was finished here, Jeff. 9-5, Atlanta and Toronto. That was Garcia and Estrada. Atlanta just hot bats up there in that American League environment there. Yeah.
Public got crushed. What a surprise. Again, I don't know how many times I have to say this, but when you have an afternoon game, there's nothing else on, and the whole world's on one side, it's probably best to go the other way or not bet it at all. Atlanta's on fire right now, Donnie. Marco Estrada all of a sudden today doesn't have a good start. Nice job by the Atlanta Braves. They've looked nice. They're usually not a team on the road that you want to back, but you look at Dansby Swanson today, another nice game.
For the kid, man.
Yeah, great games. And Freddie Freeman hit another home run, 14 for him. I picked him. He's my first baseman in my fantasy league. What a pickup he is. Braves look good on the road right now. Toronto just continues to flounder.
Yeah, no, interesting game there. Obviously, Estrada was very good at home coming into the game. We talked about that earlier there. And again, one of those titanic drops. Opens at 165, closes at 131 at the Greek, 133 at 5 dimes. Something was definitely amiss with that line. Another game with a little bit of reverse movement was Odorizzi. -170 opened up at, closed at about -155. So two nice indicators there, bringing those games back down to earth. But interesting there. A lot of games going on right now here, Jeff, for us. Looks like bottom of the 8th inning, 6-4, Washington and Pittsburgh. The commanding lead Washington had looks like it's given it back a little ways there. Actually, lucky not to have like a tie game because after Strasburg got pulled in that game, a couple errors in the inning, but a double play ball was key in that inning to get out of it with limited damage, only 3 runs scoring. But again, you're holding on for dear life when you have some of these bullpens, Jeff. We talk about it all year long.
Yeah, and that's why with like Texas, they're up 3-0, but it's like, again, they don't have the best bullpen in the world. So, that inning that just passed, the 6th inning, Darvish pitch count went up a little bit, and that's always concerning. But, yeah, Donnie, you look at Baltimore, yet another poor performance from their bullpen. Brad Brock gets absolutely jumped on, grand slam by J.D. Martinez. And I'm telling you, that bullpen right now without Britton and without Yanoa, that they have some issues.
Yeah, no, definitely getting lit up there. Next game up there, Chicago White Sox, the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds, 5-3 in the top of the 6th inning, closing at that game right around 200 at the Greek, so a heavy favorite. And Chicago is ahead 5-3 in that one. We'll see how that one closes up. But again, we didn't have much on that game. Just, Bronson Arroyo coming out, got hit around a little bit. No surprise there, wind blowing out. We'll see if that game gets over the total. It did peel back a little bit, Jeff. Opened at 11.5, spiked at 12 this afternoon. It looks like it closed somewhere around 11 on most books. So it's 8 runs there in the 6th. We'll see if that one can creep over the total in that one also.
Yeah, Bronson Arroyo gets clubbed for 3 runs early. He's been decent since. I mean, he's given up 5 runs, but that's what you're going to get with him. I was kind of thinking today, maybe he would pitch pretty well, but yeah, look, I mean, you're betting on Bronson Roy. It's going to be hit or miss. That's just what it is. And yeah, I mean, at that total, I mean, 8, you're looking good so far, but definitely need some help there. For me, I mean, at 12, I'm not betting that. I mean, with that team, the Cubs right now, with the Reds, I'm just no interest. It was a tough card today, to be honest. There were a couple games that I looked at that I'm on, but overall, it was another tough card. A lot of big numbers.
Yeah, no question about it. Looks like in just going down the rotation, top of the second, Mets have the bases loaded with Granderson up a 1-1 count with 1 out in that game. We'll keep an eye on that. Detroit and Baltimore. Yep, go ahead.
Not a horrible position to be in. Curtis Granderson hitting 148. Then you'd have the pitcher up next, Tommy Malone. So if Greinke could somehow get out of this would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, looks like the Yankees, did they take a 6? No, the Yankees have bases loaded with 2 outs. I don't know how anybody didn't score on that. Excuse me, 6-0. There they go. They just scored another run on a 2-out single. Looks like, was that Ellsbury up there? It's probably Ellsbury who couldn't come through for me in the 5th inning, that rat bastard. But hey, that's another day. Another story there. Next up on the docket, Jeff, another blown lead. Baltimore, we talked about it earlier, up 7-1, now 8-7 in Detroit. Wind was blowing in a little bit. 2 pitchers that were having decent outings coming into this game, Jeff, but doors blown off. 15 total runs when the over closed at Chris at 10. A really high number, but still closed with easily on that one.
You're talking about with which game, Donnie? I didn't even hear what you said.
The Detroit game, Baltimore.
Oh, yeah. No, you look at the easy winner there. Yeah, listen, 7-1, you're up, Baltimore. You should, if you have Baltimore in your back pocket, you should feel pretty good about it. But, yeah, I mean, the bullpen gives it up. A grand slam, like I said. And that one, I got a feeling we're going to see a couple more runs, to be honest.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Yankees and Kansas City, the game that I'm watching right now, 6-0 now, as we just said, in the top of the 7th inning, 2 outs with Chase Headley up, who is 1 for 3 on the night. Let's see, he just hits a ground ball.
Greinke just can't throw strikes, Donnie. I mean,
walked in a run. The 8th. And again, we're talking Granderson, who's damn near impossible to walk and hitting, 160 on the season? That's a tough one right there.
Yeah, 148. Yeah. And, you just can't throw strikes. I mean, 2 straight walks to the 7-8 hitter. I mean, just brutal. I mean, I'm sure the pitcher will get a hit here too, right? Brutal stuff, Zach.
Yeah, hopefully. This is one of those interesting ones where the pitcher is going to hit, and it's one of those situations that you actually rather he hit than strike out because chances of doubling him up are strong. So we'll see how that one goes with Malone versus Greinke right now. Next up on the docket, Jeff, Houston, just – right from jump, even though Miami had a couple errors go their way in the 1st inning, Houston just destroying Tom Kohler. I watched it firsthand last week when I had a 4-0 lead, and St. Louis just ripped him apart over the next 4 innings. Has nothing again tonight. They destroyed him quick, made mincemeat out of the Marlins. So 12-2 in that one in the bottom of the 9th inning. Wasn't even close to begin with. I know it was 3-2 in the bottom of the 1st, but that game was gone by the top of the 2nd inning.
Yeah, you got to wonder how long he continues to get starts, Tom Kohler. I mean, every time he pitches, he gets crushed, it seems like. I mean, like you said, last time you backed him, he's just not good. I mean, he's just a 4 or 5
he actually had a couple decent starts before that, but sometimes when baseball is the one thing that you can actually watch a pitcher and just see if he just looks right, and just fastballs over the middle of the plate. I mean, that's, Giselman's calling it. That's just what you're going to get killed.
He goes 3 innings. He gives up 7 hits and 8 earned runs. I mean, just a pathetic performance. And Keuchel didn't even need to be good tonight. I mean, this one was over pretty early. I mean, it was 8-2 going into the 4th. So that was all the run support that Keuchel needed. Marlins are really bad right now. Really, really poor.
I saw an article out there talking about they need, when the new ownership ups, they need to chop up the team and, send pieces out there, which is really what the Marlins do. They got away with it, winning 2 World Series, but nobody comes to that ballpark down there. Nobody cares. And you're going to tell them, you're going to piece away that team again. They're even talking about saying, well, I don't know if we can afford Marcell Ozuna, one of the young up-and-coming guys. All right, just give that away. That always helps you, put more fans in the seats by giving away your best young player.
He's one of your best players.
Yeah, come on, man.
Maybe if Derek Jeter buys him, they won't do that.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe influx of some Wall Street money up there. Philadelphia and Texas, 3-0. Darvish having a really good game on the mound. But again, no surprise. It's the Philadelphia Phillies. I'll go on a diatribe again. You have a AAA team that's playing in the major leagues right now, talent-wise. It's embarrassing. I hope they lose every game for the rest of the season, and somehow Major League Baseball takes all their draft picks away just because their front office is ridiculous. Every single day you see talent coming up on world championship contending teams, bringing up 22, 23, 24-year-olds, their best prospects, and the Phillies just let them sit down in the minor leagues. If anybody follows me on Twitter, they have one kid, Reese Hoskins, hitting damn near 360 with 9 home runs and plays first base. Hit 39 home runs last year, and they're telling the kid he can't come up yet to play for Tommy Joseph. I mean, what the hell's going on, man? It angers me every time I go over it and see the Phillies score.
Yeah, I mean, other than like over in the 6th inning, there was an error made by Elvis Andrus. I mean, other than that, I mean, Darvish has been absolutely fantastic. I mean, he just gave a hit to Tommy Joseph, but yeah, I mean, the Phillies they don't see pitches, they don't take long at bats. They're just a poor offense, and their pitching isn't much better. Eichhoff wasn't terrible tonight, but they just can't figure Darvish out.
No, they don't get to see him that much, and he's looking decent at that point. Top 6, 4-3, Colorado and Minnesota. And also the next game up on the docket, bottom 6, 4-3, Boston with a lead over Lance Lynn and the Cardinals. And that'll be the card that's underway at this point. Looks like actually, Jeff, just underway, Oakland, Seattle, White Sox, LAA, and Milwaukee and San Diego, all 0-0, just getting underway at this point.
Our boy Mookie Betts with another home run tonight, Donnie. That kid – he is great, man. Just such a great like I said, I've chosen him first in my fantasy league. Obviously a great great guy to have, and he is just a great player. Great player.
A little banged up to start the season, but now just completely getting underway. Yeah, just destroying it.
Exactly. But yeah, a lot going on here, a lot to do. Big men on campus. Kyrie gets 20 wins this year with that team. I agree. I mean, he's with that lineup, it's going to be hard for him not to. Plus, I mean, they have a pretty good bullpen to hold leads down. Warriors are 5,000 to win 100. Yes, they won the Spurs series. LOL. Yeah, they're going. Yeah, of course. I mean, they're killing the Spurs, and they're going to kill the Spurs. With Kawhi Leonard in, it's possibly they win one game. With him out, they're not going to be competitive in any of these games. So,
I'm just looking forward to the finals, as I've been for the last 2 months in the playoffs here. Everybody wants to see Golden State, Cleveland. Just have them both get there, both healthy, and at least we'll get to see a good matchup to end the season on that one. Yeah,
I mean, you look at the NBA. It doesn't always seem like the longest playoffs because
the NBA is like the NHL is long, but it doesn't seem long because they play every other night just about. But the NBA playoffs is so extended, especially with the first round series now going 7 games. It is a marathon. You're right, man.
Yeah, if you bet on the Spurs tonight, you're a complete fucking idiot. I mean, no offense. I mean, just a terrible play if you had the Spurs. Just terrible. Just a terrible bet. And for the 71% of the people that had it, I mean, what on earth were you thinking? I mean, really, how do you justify that?
I guess figuring, Pop's a genius and maybe Golden State will take him lightly with Kawhi is out.
Come on, Donnie. There's no way to justify that. Their best player is out. I mean, their best defender, their best offensive player, the guy that their offense goes through.
But I guess you could say the public was looking at the last game. Kawhi was actually out the full game when they ran roughshod on Houston. So there is a little bit of a backdrop if somebody's taking that into it.
Okay, so Marino, why would the media criticize Greg Popovich? He's possibly the greatest coach ever. I mean, come on, man. He should demoralize his team. They blew it. They blew that game. And it sucks that their best player's out. He was pissed off. Random fact, most points in the first half in playoff history. Mavs scored 83 in one half. Wow. That's amazing.
The 03 Kings. The 03 Kings are a pretty good team, too.
How good is Houston right now? Line them up. Yeah, they are. They seem like they literally win every game, don't they?
No, they're and they have depth. They have a great bench, great starting pitching at this point. Not great starting pitching, but enough to get by at this point, waiting for some of the reserves to come on. And Jeff, we talk about it all the time. Just wait till they get to the trade deadline and somebody's looking to shelf off a top flight pitcher just to, ramp them up and head down the stretch. It's coming. They're going to make that type of move because they have that type of talent too.
Have you guys commented on Zaza's play if it was dirty? I don't think it was dirty. I mean, he's a dirty guy usually, but listen, I mean, if it was dirty, he's the only one that knows it. And the NBA didn't do anything about it. So to me, it's over with. But look, I mean, if that's how you want to win, that's what you got to do. But listen, I don't think they needed to do that. I mean, it's not Michael Jordan. Kawhi Leonard's a great player and everything, but they're going to still beat Kawhi Leonard without that or with that. So I don't think it was dirty.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it might be dirty if it was a 6'2" guard like an Allen Iverson or somebody even smaller who did that. But I mean, I'm not the biggest guy, but I can't imagine being like 6'10", 260, running full speed to close out on a shooter, and I'm supposed to stop on a dime.
Right.
And he doesn't know where his foot's going to be. He didn't now. If he would have went in and like low bridged him, that would have been completely ridiculous. But you can't prove intent on that play the way it even showed out.
Golden State should rest starters for the finals and see if they can win. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to do that. Come on, man. It's the NBA. Pop bitched, but he had Bruce Bowen doing that for 10 years. Good point.
Yeah, Bruce Bowen was the ultimate. I mean, the ultimate. I like the one they keep showing the Wally Zerbiak play where he closed out and just kicked him in the face.
Yeah, that's a great point, Mike. Good point by you. I think it's hilarious that people actually think the Spurs could have won the series if they won game one, though. Golden State has a history of shitty game ones. Yeah, I don't think anyone thought they were going to win. If you thought they're going to win, you should probably get off the crack or whatever you're smoking. We all know the Warriors are just such a great team. I mean, they're not going to lose.
Yeah, Jeff, I don't even think the NBA would even have allowed Golden State to lose, knowing that what's at stake in the finals and maybe one of the highest rated cable finals of all time.
Especially with them losing last year. I mean, it just sets up perfect. I mean, look at the line, Donnie. I mean, Cavs are 3-1 to win the series, to win the finals. I mean, you're giving them plus 300. I mean, that's kind of a slap in the face to Cleveland, if you ask me. Can the Predators come up with a win? I don't know, Donnie, can they?
The Predators come up with a win? I mean, good hockey team, but it looks like, what are they, down 1-0 in the third period? So they're going to have to be up on their skates here, Jeff, and certainly grinding. I think I got those two terms correct for hockey.
Yeah, I don't as many know, I'm not a hockey guy. Odds Tony Parker ever plays again. That comes from Zach Jones on Twitter. Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, if I was him, I might look to walk away. I know this is no real connection, but over the summer in the Olympics, he looked terrible. I mean, he was brutally bad. But look, NBA, I obviously think he cares a little bit more about it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how old he even is at this point, Tony Parker.
He's an old man.
He's getting up there for sure. He's 34 years old. So, yeah, he's getting there. I don't know. Maybe one more year. I think he could do maybe one more year. But
yeah, they always protect him in San Antonio as well. I mean, if he signs for one more year, Pop would want it, and they would just say, you know what? I'll have you only play 25 games in the regular season to keep you fresh for the playoffs. That's just what they do down there. Smart about it.
Let me ask you, Donnie. Do me a favor right now. I want you to do something for me.
What?
Go to Google, type in Tony Parker. Who would you rather have, his wife now or Eva Longoria?
I'd rather have Eva. I don't even have to look at his girl.
No, his other wife is pretty hot. Actually, really.
I'm a big fan of Eva. And what did they do? Trade a couple wives down there?
Look at his wife now, dude, and tell me you agree.
Yeah.
She's pretty dope. Yeah, she's really hot. I might have to pick his wife now, honestly. What stat in baseball do you look at in a daily basis? I look at all sorts of stuff, my man. I mean, umpires, weather conditions, pitchers, mostly pitchers. It's day to day. Some of the stuff is just kind of self-explanatory. Like today, Houston was just kind of self-explanatory. But Donnie, would you want to comment on that?
I'd take Eva any day. She probably makes more money too.
I like this new girl. I think she's pretty hot. But you want to comment on the what do you do to handicap, Donnie?
What do I do to handicap? Yeah, it's a million stats. I mean, it's everything. It's lineups, it's stats, it's who's playing well, who's not playing well. A multitude. As Jeff knows, I mean, I literally, look to get one play in per night, and the grind starts at like 11 a.m. And a lot of times I don't even know till an hour and a half before the game. It's a lot of stuff that goes into it, but a major part also is gut feel as well, going along with the numbers. So you can't really quantify and put like an exact thing on it, whether it's ERA, all the newer age numbers with the WOBA, FIP, all that stuff. A lot of that stuff goes into it there, but a lot of times just common sense. You have a good book on a lot of these Major League Baseball teams now. You have a good feel on where they're coming from. It all comes into it there.
I got to ask you, Donnie, about the draft lottery.
Yes.
Now, Brooklyn finished with the worst record in the league, and the Celtics obviously had the best chance to get the first-round pick. But was that 2013 trade on draft night not the worst trade you've ever seen?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Billy King was behind that, but I don't really know if he was at fault because You have
What a
Prokhorov moving to a
disgrace.
new arena. Jay-Z is going to back us, and we're going to hype it up, change our uniforms. We want to make a playoff run, and they literally traded like 3 first-rounders for like 1 or 2 years of some old men. It was hilarious. You're right.
I mean, I don't know what the hell you were thinking doing that. And now the rich get richer if you're the Boston Celtics. I mean, you're a team in the Eastern Conference Finals, and you're going to have the #1 pick next year. I mean, it must be nice, right?
Yeah, that'll work out well. I mean, never mind the Sixers getting the 3rd pick. The only thing I've talked about it on the show many times. I always joke with my friends. They finally see the light. I mean, the NBA is a business. The NBA draft is straight up. I don't even want to say rigged. It's just planned out because it goes according to what they need. LeBron leaves Cleveland. Give him a couple #1 picks. The Los Angeles Lakers, if the pick conveyed to the Sixers would have got 2 picks. The Lakers would have had no pick this year and no pick next year. But of course, 3 straight years, the Lakers end up with not a pick conveying when the Sixers had more ping pong balls that were in their favor than the Lakers. It's just the way it is. It's just, I've learned to live with it. I know, Knicks back in the 80s, it all started with David Stern, but that's a really smart business. If you're looking at making money, increasing value to franchises, do you want to bury the Lakers and give them no picks and have them suck? No. The NBA loves when the Lakers are good and the Celtics are good. I don't even know if they can help the Knicks at this point. They're so garbage, but that's just a fact of life. The Lakers won the lottery and they got their pick back again for the 3rd straight year. You just have to live with it. That's what the NBA does. They're going to protect their big-time franchises.
And good. I mean, that means we won't take Lonzo Ball. Good. Thank God.
Phil Marino says, don't forget New Orleans. New Orleans was up for grabs. I mean, literally, I'm going to go on 2 of them here. New Orleans is up for grabs. Nobody wants to buy the team. Hey, I might think of buying the team. Look, you buy the team, I'll give you the #1 pick. Boom. Anthony Davis goes to them. You're looking at the Sixers, who are run by Sam Hinkie, absolutely the scourge of NBA front offices, because they know if what the Sixers do and it works out, half of the league will tank every single year because it worked. So the NBA comes to the Sixers and says, I'm going to cut you a deal here. You fire Sam Hinkie, put a real GM in place. I guarantee you, #1, you get Ben Simmons. Fire, bing, bam, boom, out. Now, how about let's go ahead this year. Forget the Lakers in the past, Jeff. Let's take a look at Magic Johnson. Picks up the phone and calls Adam Silver. Hey, you know what? I'm looking to get involved here. I can be the face of the franchise. We're going to fire the GM. We're going to move everything out. I just need one thing from you. I'm not even asking to win the lottery. Make sure we at least get #3 this year. Magic shows up. Do you think Magic shows up tonight, Jeff, at the lottery on TV to sit there and fly across country if he was going to get stoned out and they were going to give him the 6th pick? It was already rigged. Lakers were keeping their pick. Everybody knew it. And if you watched last week when he was on talking with the head coach, Walton comes out and blurted it out. Magic already told me we're going to keep that top 3 pick. Already done. It's already done.
Darvish soiling himself here in the 7th inning. Going into the 6th inning, Donnie, he had 52 pitches, 2 outs in the 7th. He now has 93, about to throw his 94. So, again, this will come down to the wire because that's just how Texas is. Darvish finally starts to pitch well and, of course, soils himself late in the inning. And I'm sure Brock Stassi will get a hit here, just the way it's going. Milwaukee's on the board. They put up 4 runs in the 1st inning against
5 runs, Jeff, actually.
Now 5 runs now. Eric Sogard with a single. How about that? Eric Sogard playing well since he came up. 5-0 Milwaukee. Looks like Tommy Malone's going to cruise tonight. He's went through 2 scoreless innings out in the Chase Field.
It's interesting, Jeff, bringing up those points. I know I get a lot of, especially like DMs and like my capping style. And I always try to tell people it's not really about the overall numbers. They sort of point in the right direction. If you're just looking at numbers tonight, Jeff, do you know who's a great play? San Diego. 35% of the tickets. Line opened up at 105, went to 130. A terrible lineup for Milwaukee. So if you just bet that blind, just say, Jeff, that's your play and you're getting hammered on it. So, it's one of those cautionary tales where you have to include everything in your handicapping. You can't just look at numbers and say, hey, somebody's betting this way. Let me just go this way. Steam is 50-50. Me and Jeff talk about that all the time. Oh, my God, that line's running. I better get on it. Well, you might win and you might lose that one. Trust me on that.
Colorado continues to score runs. They're a good road team. They played well.
They're up
7-3 going into the 7th inning. So Yeah, I mean this team, Kyle Freeland, when he pitches, they win. Juventus to win, take it. Vitalis, you bet soccer? I didn't even know you bet soccer.
Juventus, baby.
Yeah, BMOC watches soccer. They should do like the EPL bottom three getting relegated. Relegated, brother, right? Relegated.
I'd rather do it regulation, yeah.
Okay, Jeff and Donnie, where do you get wagering statistics? Donnie can answer that for you. He uses that.
A million of them. I mean, there's a million stats. Sports options, sports insights, SBR is a great forum for that. Really, all you have to do is Google in what you're looking for, and it'll certainly pop up for you. I know a couple sites are starting to do first 5 innings and stuff, but it's all out there. What, Jeff? Fangraphs, daily baseball data, MLB starting lineups daily. I mean, if you see which is why I have, a million computers all over the place. I like to get as much information as I can. I'm a stat geek in that. I like to have my phone attached to my hand, but they're all out there. Just Google them. You can find them relatively easily there. No question.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as to answer your question, Juventus should get the job done tomorrow. They're playing Lazio in the Coppa Italia final. They had all that rest over the weekend. Yeah, they should be able to get the job done. Shouldn't be any sort of problem. Donnie.
Yes.
Jeremiah Tillman. I don't know much about him. Who said that? Dylan, I think.
Who's Jeremiah Tillman?
He's a 4-star center. I don't believe he's 100 though. He committed to Missouri. Yeah, listen, the problem with Missouri, they wanted Kevin Knox with Michael Porter, and it didn't happen. And Kevin Knox went to Duke. Duke is really, I mean, Donnie, you look at that recruiting class.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, they're just continuing to get stronger and stronger. I mean, they already had Wendell Carter. They got Kevin Knox. They got Trayvon Duval, who, in my opinion, is the best point guard coming into this year. I mean, they just, they unload. They lose, Jackson and Tatum and Luke Kennard and Harry Giles. But, I mean, they're going to bring back, Grayson Allen. They're going to bring back people. They're going to be really good again next year, Duke is. So, yeah, the rich are going to get richer.
Warriors game, Jeff, 72-46. That's, just rinse, repeat in that one. And 1-1. Somebody's out there asking in the chat box if Nashville can win a game. There you go. We got 1-1. Maybe get some overtime hockey tonight.
Bobby, I have a feeling Golden State will win. Yeah, same. I agree.
I think they'll win tonight.
8-8 in Detroit.
What do we got? I'm going to slide down a little bit for tomorrow to see what we got going on here. Any afternoon ball games? I don't. It looks like got a couple 3:00-ers tomorrow, but and a noon game there. You got McCullers and Urania down in South Florida. We'll see if the Miami Marlins
good.
Back in that one. You know what I mean? Tomorrow, by the way, we'll be breaking that all down right as it is. I guess going live with the roundtable that we do each and every week at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me, Big Man's on there. Drew Martin, also Ian is on there as well. All SBR gets together. One of the highest rated and looking shows on there weekly, Jeff. I really look forward to that show.
Yeah, agreed. Mark Trumbo with a home run. It's 8-8, top 9 in Detroit.
Did we say that right?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I thought we'd see some more runs there, and we're going to. So Duke has Carter, Duval, Trent coming in. Knox is heading to you. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Was that by the way, was that a 2-out home run by Mark Trumbo? Was anybody watching that?
It was a 2-out home run.
Wow,
yeah.
That's just disgraceful.
Off of Justin Williams. Or Justin Wilson, I'm sorry.
They just keep trying relievers out there, huh? Wow.
Who do you have? Who has the best bullpen in baseball? Probably, for me, the Yankees.
Yankees got a good one. Chicago's got a good one. Boston's bullpen's been doing well lately. Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. Pineda pitches tomorrow on the road. He's 1-18 on first 5. Yep, I'm aware. Thank you. You got that stat from this thing we do, Vitalis. You should credit him for that. We got to get him on the show.
Another one here. Triggs. Hey, there you go. Oakland was down 1-0 to just take a 2-1 lead. You can't keep a good man down, Jeff. You know this.
Oh, no, you can't. You definitely cannot, because he did so much to get those 2 runs, right?
Oh, by the way, tomorrow, interesting one, Jeff. Toronto, Atlanta, flip venues, going down to Atlanta tomorrow with my man Biagini on the line tomorrow. So,
he's pitching tomorrow?
Yeah, Biagini tomorrow versus Fultonavich.
It seems like he pitches every –
Hey, man, he's got that rubber arm, Jeff. He's got that reliever. He's used to getting up and down.
Yeah, you're right.
Kershaw Cueto tomorrow. That's an interesting one.
Good Paisan name there, Piagini.
Ubaldo's in the mix tomorrow as well. So I mean,
Who do they play? Oh, who's pitching for Detroit?
Fulmer.
Oof, nice.
Looks like set at 9. Yeah.
Nice line tonight from CC Sabathia. 6 2/3. Doesn't give up a run. 5 hits. Listen, Donnie. The problem with the Royals is they do not hit left-handed pitching well.
They picked it up a little bit over the past, but I wasn't even asking them like, damn, they needed one tonight for me. You know, to help a brother out.
Right. I'm seeing on Twitter this Brewers team is garbage as fuck. It continues to overachieve.
The Brewers aren't even playing with anybody. Shaw's out again, Thames is out again, and Braun tonight. Oh, and scored 5 in the first.
All right, here we go, baby. 2nd and 3rd, no outs, Arizona. Let's fucking go, motherfuckers. And, of course, the pitcher's up. What a surprise.
Yeah, but Greinke's a good hitter, though, Jeff.
Give me something down the third base line there, Zachy boy.
That's one of the pitchers you actually want.
What'd you say? He's a good hitter?
Jack Greinke's a good hitter, yeah.
Or shit, he's a good hitter.
He's one of the best hitting pitchers out there. You kidding me?
0.59 this year?
Yeah, that's this year. Come on.
Oh man. Give me a little nubber up the middle here, Zach. Come
base
on.
Watch, you're gonna get a base. Yeah, Matt Harvey on tomorrow. What do we got Harvey on an early overnight line? Let's see what we got here. Harvey getting plus money, plus 113 at Pinnacle. 50-50 split on tickets, and it looks like they're counting
Robbie
about
Ray?
15 tickets. Corbin's on the mound tomorrow.
Oh, lefty.
Yeah. 9.5, no surprise.
Give me some. Who pitches for the Angels tomorrow?
Shoemaker versus Gonzalez. 7.5, Jeff. That's
righty,
a low over under there.
He's a righty, right? Shoemaker.
Yes, he is. Yep, absolutely.
Greinke's a great hitting pitcher. Everyone knows that. Well, he's not this year. I don't care
he's a good career hitting pitcher. Watch, he's going to come just because you said that, Jeff. Watch. We're going to watch this live here.
Listen, I don't care what happened 2 years ago.
You're going to care. He's going to single right up the middle for you.
I hope he does. By the way, Donnie, I just before I came home, I went and got a massage. Fantastic.
Nice. You got to hydrate over there, man. Where are you? I
told the broad, I said, "There's no way those are your hands doing that." I mean,
what was she standing on top of you?
No, I don't know what she was doing. It was good nonetheless.
Cobb Tomlin tomorrow. We got another Tomlin sighting tomorrow.
Oh, so Tomlin pitches.
Yeah.
Nice.
Garrett Cole's on the mound. Yeah,
he's off a great.
I love afternoon baseball, man. I love afternoon baseball.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Tomlin was on.
Greinke just fouled out.
Fuck you. I told you. He fucking sucks. Big man, did you get a full release? Nig man? Big man. No, I did not. It wasn't a rub and hug, Gus. It was a professional, thing.
By the way, it's one of those shows that I like doing here, big man. Like just calm, collected. I already took my loss for the night, winding down. Just come online, chat about it, look to tomorrow's card. These are the type of late night shows I do agree with that we can do, where it's nice and relaxing over here.
What would be the line you would give me that Arizona gets nothing here?
Come on. Arizona gets nothing would probably be what, minus 400? All you got to do is put a ball in play here. You're getting a run. Top of the lineup.
Not for nothing. I would probably take it.
Malone's on the mound.
I got a weird feeling Gregor Blanco strikes out here.
Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice to have AJ Pollock up here right now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he's not even in the fucking lineup. Give me Brandon Drury. Yeah. Give me anyone but Nick Ahmed or Gregor Blanco.
Any other scores that are popping off right now? Lackey, that's 7-3 now. So it looks like they're on their way to getting that total. 8-8 still in Detroit. 6-0. Kansas City still can't hit. And that's one of those where I looked at, which I don't know how it's going to end up, Jeff. But my theory on that one, we talked earlier again, was that 9.5. I figured if it was going to hit in the first 5, they were going to get the over there. They probably get the over for the game. But if they didn't, they probably wouldn't, because the two decent bullpens out there between Kansas City and the Yankees. Looks like that's holding form, at least for right now. Arizona's
lineup always seems to suck when Pollock's out. Yeah, you've been saying that all day. We saw that earlier. We'll see what happens, man. That's why they sucked last year for the most part, because he wasn't in there. We'll see what happens. I don't think they're going to do anything here. I got a weird feeling about it.
Come on, 2-0 count. He's going to throw a meatball, going to slice this one, little single, drive into.
Nick Ahmed's coming up. He's an automatic out, dude.
Yeah, so you better get your run here.
Yes. That's it for me tonight, Donnie.
Yeah, no, not too much on the docket, but I'm going to start getting ready for tomorrow. As you know, we have the roundtable. We talked about it earlier, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're on Twitter, get a follow there for us at SBR Sports Picks, SBRodds.com. Check it out. And again, the subscribe button down there, over 28,000. Let's see that get to 30,000 over the summer. That would be sweet there. So always hit the like, retweet. Let us know what we're doing here. Follow the big man on Twitter at Jeff Nadu. Follow me at Rightside DP. It's what we do.
Yu Darvish is not out of the game, so this will be fun.
This is the Phillies offense, Jeff. Come on.
Doesn't matter.
We ain't going against anybody interesting here.
Good. Cesar Hernandez strikes out. See you later. So now.
Phillies stink, man. Fade shit all week.
All right, 3-1 count, Gregor. Here we go, baby.
Yeah, let's see. We'll stay on live for this one here. We'll see this double in the gap.
Just make contact, man.
Come on, enough with these little Diamondback kids up there. 3-1 count. Let's go.
Oh man, give me a
pause in the action.
Give me a 3-run shot here.
Roof closed tonight in Arizona, I think. Hopefully, make that ball just blast.
Maybe Malone got injured. No, take him out.
Mm-hmm. Boom! Told you. Who called it? 2 runs.
What'd you tell me? What happened?
I told you get a base hit. Bang! 2 runs. 2-1.
Base hit. Nice.
Yeah, hell yeah! Come on, man.
I'm behind you a little bit. Good call. When Jeff hates on a player, he hits a homer. Yeah, because it's a reverse psychology, pal. I always do that. It works, doesn't it?
And it feels better when you're like, I knew it. I told you.
Little do you all know, Buster Posey's actually my cousin.
Yeah, Buster.
He is.
The big man of Buster. We get a podcast going with him. Jeff, what's he hitting, like 380, something like that?
I don't even know. Listen, again, I'm just going to make it clear. It's not hard to be the best catcher in baseball. There's not many good ones. It's like I'm the best, when I go play second graders in basketball.
Stop it. You can't win this argument, Jeff, with Buster Posey.
It makes sense. You're not hearing me. If I go and play second graders, of course I'm going to be the best. Buster Posey's playing with a bunch of nobodies. I mean, honestly,
that makes it harder. Nobody can even protect him when he's hitting 380. That makes it harder. He doesn't even see a pitch.
He's the best of a bunch of, like, Kelly Leak. Did anyone really respect him? Because, like, he was the best in a bunch of losers. Like, they were all a bunch of losers, man. Like, of course he's going to be the best. I mean, Donnie, think about the catchers in the state of baseball right now. I mean, doesn't that even make it more impressive? Like, if it's so hard to get a good catcher, you have a Hall of Famer? Well, that would be padding the argument. Yeah,
if everybody had a good catcher, it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Yeah, Pudge Rodriguez shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame either, man. Sorry.
Stop it, man.
A lot of people have said that. A lot of people.
Who said Pudge Rodriguez should be in the Hall of Fame?
A lot of people.
Come on.
Mike Piazza shouldn't either.
Well, I mean, he was juiced up.
But anyone and everyone probably was too, though. So was fucking Ivan Rodriguez, dude. He was taking steroids too.
Yeah.
Everybody was. You're going to tell me he wasn't? Come on, dude. If you're going to lump him in, lump them and lump all of them in. Don't see me that shit.
Jeff Buster's going to look when he goes to Cooperstown. Me and you're going to take a ride up. You're going to respect him.
Nah, I wish him well. I got nothing bad to say about him. I was just breaking balls that day. And by the way, people were not happy with that. That guy on Friday night was shitting on me, Donnie.
Look, man, people get upset when Buster Posey.
That one guy, I didn't understand his thinking pattern. No, he was saying that, like, I was like attacking people and stuff. I don't remember attacking anyone, but
you're a little surly last week, big man. A little surly.
Well, I was surly because I was losing. What do you want me to do? I mean, you got to understand, this is my livelihood. I mean, I was in a funk. It sucks, but it happens. Rich Hill is not reliable yet.
Did he get a blister yet tonight? Is he blistered up already in the second inning?
Already. Yeah, he's out.
No, he's not. Get out of here.
Blister on his pinky. Yep.
No way.
No, I did take the under in that game, by the way, 7.5. I think that's one of the low scoring games, and blocks through 2. So
7-5, Jeff, in Chicago and Cincinnati. So that is 12, and that is the over in that one. Shouldn't have overthought that one. Jeez.
Who cares if Rodriguez was on steroids? The pitchers were too. So so are you okay with Pete Rose getting in then?
Yeah, I didn't care if anybody. I would give a damn if they didn't test the roads or not.
We're going to pick and choose who we put in. We're going to have our agendas against certain people. It's clear the major leagues don't like Pete Rose. He's better. He's 100 times better than all those fuckers, and he's not in.
Yeah, but Pete Rose, the whole thing with the Bart Giamatti, and he died, and like that was his last stand. But the whole thing, Pete Rose just did it to himself. If Pete Rose goes and admits he was gambling on baseball, they throw the ban on him. Like a year later, they take the ban off. But he was such an idiot that he kept wanting to take the spotlight, kept wanting to go to Cooperstown. You know, every time there's a Hall of Fame induction, I'm going to be signing during the induction. Come see me. He was just a big punk. That's all, and that's why they still hold it against him to this day.
Zach makes a good point about Derek Jeter gets his number retired, Donnie, the other night. You would agree that probably other than like 3 or 4 people, he's probably the best shortstop ever.
No, Derek Jeter actually, numbers-wise, if you ask like the statistician geeks, like, I mean, he wasn't even the best shortstop on his team when A-Rod came there.
So you don't call him top 5 shortstops?
He's hard to quantify. He's a top player in baseball history because, again, he's got the rings. He was the captain. He made that team go. Good contact hitter. I get all that, but as an overall shortstop, his defensive metrics weren't, that great.
Well, I'm talking about, let's say offensive.
And he was okay. I mean, I don't want to say he was unbelievable.
Hits.
Yeah, but he played like 25 years, though.
Yeah, true.
I mean, hey, I'm not. Don't even get on me saying I'm going to knock him because, again, he has everything that you want to be a great baseball player. But don't get it twisted. The fact that he was a Yankee, imagine if he was like a Royal, you'd be like, yeah, he was a good player. But I mean, being a Yankee, doing it on center stage and doing it well, of course he's going to get bumped up. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah, well, I think he's the best ever.
The best ever shortstop overall?
Best player ever.
No, come on.
Favorite.
You're a Yankee fan, though. Of course you're going to say that.
Well, I also think Allen Iverson's the best player ever, just because I love Allen Iverson, So, you can't lie and say he's not top 10. I mean, really.
Who, AI?
Yeah, come on, dude. He was amazing.
Pound for pound, you could say that, yes, but he's not making my top 10 all time.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
I had a conversation at the bar a while ago with this guy, and I had a lot of people on my side, and I don't know about like him. I thought he was kind of off the wall, but can you tell me that Manu Ginobili didn't have a better career overall than Scottie Pippen?
It's hard. Again, it's so hard to trade off on those errors because, I mean, it's hard. I mean, he was, Batman Robin with Michael Jordan. So, I mean, it's hard. I mean, 6 titles and played a prominent role. But, yeah, he did ride the coattails a little bit in that aspect. I haven't looked at the overall numbers to see how they match up with each other. But, I mean, I could see your point in a way, sure.
Dwayne
Mets are just kicking it around out here. You got to love that, man.
What did they do?
It's 4-1 now. Mets are just throwing the ball all over the place.
Oh, sweet. Keep it up. Wow, they're still hitting?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, they're still hitting.
Yeah.
Texas, they still up 3-1. We need one more. So hopefully Matt Bush can come in and close the door here, boys. If you're sitting on Texas run line, you're obviously a little bit concerned, but we have Texas.
You know what it gets? The Phillies offense. We ain't concerned.
Donnie, how about this? Think about this tonight. I did a 2-team parlay. Houston and Texas plus 160.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad, right?
Yeah, no, not bad. I'm yet to have a parlay yet in baseball season. We'll see if I can drum one up one of these days.
I do them once in a while, when I kind of want to just, Ginobili has so many clutch posting shots. Plus, how many blocks does he have? I mean, to end games. I mean, big blocks too. I mean,
wait, because you saw the one the other night. You say he has a lot of blocks in NBA games now.
He has 4 or 5 that I can think of. He had one years ago too.
I was just busting your stones.
Yeah, well, you don't think anything I say makes sense. Donnie, who do you think the best soccer player in the world is?
Now?
Yeah.
I probably would go. I don't know. Just the old static guard. Just say Messi, I guess.
Who's better looking, Ronaldo or Messi?
I don't know who would be better looking there. I mean, I guess if you ask the ladies, they're gonna say probably Ronaldo, right?
Looking, yeah, you got to admit. I mean,
yeah, he got the teeth fixed. He did it all, man. He did it right.
Dude, how brutal was that statue they built of him? You seen that?
Really funny. I like the ones that went around on Twitter where they replaced Jeter's head on the statue with Ronaldo's.
So funny. I see it and I'm like, what the fuck is?
Yeah, what, they dedicated an airport to him, and that was the picture, or that was the thing. Yeah. Can you imagine that? That's great. That's fantastic, man.
Cristiano Ronaldo basically. Did you hear his comment after it?
No. Was he gracious or did he just shit on it?
Even Jesus did not please everyone.
It's pretty good, man.
Calling it a bizarre design.
You don't talk about that guy having the life, right? Sheesh.
If you said to me like if I could live anyone's life, it would be his.
Man, he's
I
got a
mean,
good life, man.
yeah. I mean, amazing soccer player, amazing goal scorer, good looking, the wife,
World game, like,
girlfriend. Yeah.
does anybody, I mean, he could probably walk down a couple streets in America, but anywhere else in the world, he ain't going 5 feet without getting recognized.
Big man was in diapers when Scottie Pippen was his prime. No, I wasn't actually.
Pippen. I hated the Bulls. I was a Sixer fan. I hated him. I hate
Yeah,
Jordan. I still
I
hate
would
Jordan.
take. I think
And I still
Ginobili.
rip Jordan.
I think Ginobili's been a better pro. Bulls have won 57 games with Pippen as the best player. Listen, okay, I mean, we have our opinion, man. I mean,
Pip was good. Pip was a lockdown defender too in his time. Him and Jordan, man, got after it back in the day on defense. I will give him some credit for that.
right. All right, Donnie, that's it. Just hanging out tonight, having some fun. Nothing really going on. Just watch some baseball. Hopefully, I can go 2-0 tonight. Hopefully, Donnie can get back on the horse tomorrow. We will be back 12:30 tomorrow with our favorite people, Drew Martin and Ian Cameron.
Yeah, we'll be covering it all. It's always a nice show. We have a nice little 45-minute to 1 hour. Shoot it out there. Hopefully, the plays of the day or the plays of the week that we give out on those. Always a good time. Hit my last couple in there, so I'll certainly be hunting down a team total that we can all eat and cash in on. Looks like you could have won damn near a lot of team totals tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm 2-1 with those. So I think we've all done pretty well. So
yes, we have.
Let's keep it going. So, all right, everyone have a great night. We will be back tomorrow night, same time, same place, 10 o'clock Eastern. And there's a home run, Texas Rangers. Boom.
Yeah, come on, man. We're talking Phillies, Jeff.
5-1, motherfucker. Mike Napoli, baby.
Mike
All
right, we'll catch you tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good night, folks.